Hey guys, welcome to Black Angus Reviews. Today I'll be covering Captain Marvel's ratings and how they are now in the toilet. She is moving lower, closer, slower, taking a nosedive like a kamikaze to the ground. I saw a picture on Twitter of Odin's movie blog showing that Captain Marvel's want-to-see ratings were not showing up on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I'm not sure if that picture going around was from before people started rating it, whatnot, but just a day or two ago it was at 53%. Now it's down to 42% and falling. Got a total of 24,000 plus user ratings. So many people saying like, hey, I'm not supporting this movie because of her white and male hate, or things like I'm a male or I am white, so I guess I shouldn't see this movie. Give you some perspective. Ghostbusters 2016, a financial bomb. What I'm hoping the numbers will be for Captain Marvel. Tomato meter at 74%. Certified fresh, unfortunately. Audience score, though, 51. Bucket of popcorn, kicked over. The audience said, get that feminist shit the fuck out of here. 118,000 total audience score reviews. Solo, another equitable financial bomb, like Ghostbusters 2016. Tomato meter's at a nice center, 70%. I can kind of agree with that. I'd give it about a 60 or so, but yeah, it wasn't horrible. About a 50-50 movie. Audience score, though, general audiences liked it enough, 64%, okay. Despite the Lando consummating with a freak droid, feminist droid who supported droids' rights despite being a tool who should be devoid of rights. But despite this glimmer of hope, don't feel too confident, Fandom Menace. The media is against us. If you type in Captain Marvel trolls, there is new articles every day. There's fresh stuff from under 24 hours ago covering Captain Marvel trolls bombing this below any previous Marvel movie, for want-to-see rating at least. And to put in perspective, Comicsgate, Comicsgate and Fandom Menace were kind of linked. We're joined via the High Council. They see all of us as one, and I think in large part that reveals a reality. I think there's a lot of intersectionality, like the feminists like to talk about. The Mary Sue was talking about us recently. They said in this article titled, Brie Larson shouldn't have to clarify her comments about the Captain Marvel press tour. She's right, you know. First paragraph says, Brie Larson can't blink without Comicsgate making 50 videos about how she hates white men. Yeah, there's been a few articles here and there on the Mary Sue. You look on a search covering Comicsgate, mainly about Richard Meyer, about, I guess, trying to link a Kentucky shooter with Comicsgate, along with Chuck Wendig getting fired, the responsibility of Comicsgate, which is more a Fandom Menace thing than Comicsgate, but, Ethan Van Sciver kind of blurs that line. But, also, I don't think that Captain Marvel is the first step in wokeness for Marvel. They're already there, They've been doing this for a couple years. Captain Marvel comes out on International Women's Day. Clearly a pandering move and clearly a sign of what they're aware of and concerned with. Black Panther, a good box office success and a fairly enjoyable film, even though I tear it to shreds. I see why it's, a good popcorn flick and overall a nice outing for the family. It came out during Black History Month on President's Day. Hey, black people, we finally got a black guy for you in the lead. Here you go. Here's your month. Here's your movie. It's very insulting being black that, I actually didn't even realize it came out during Black History Month because I don't buy into that stuff. It's racist, in my opinion. And, yeah, it makes me dislike Marvel's direction even more so, because they're just pandering to me, thinking my skin will affect my box office decisions. But I'll go back even further. Another enjoyable, successful film that we only took note of maybe one character, but they really race swapped, race change, whatever the term is, various characters. They did Flash Thompson, normal white jock asshole, Peter Parker. Recast him with the young Guatemalan guy who does not look like a jock at all. Along with Liz, they made the love interest, turned her black, and Mary Jane, the classic white bombshell with red hair that we all know and love, turned her black with Zendaya. And Zendaya is also an SJW, complaining that the Washington Monument's a symbol of slavery, and I'm not going in there. Even if it is meant to be kind of a backhand joke. You're seeing it interjected again, SJWism, with her comment to Peter in the trailer for the new movie. Oh, you look pretty. She's like, oh, and that gives me value. And then she tries to undercut it, say it's a joke, but it's like, ooh, I'm seeing a track record, so that joke means more given this this trend. So yeah. Also, one of the famous SJW creations from 2013 added to Captain Marvel's storyline is Kamala Khan, the new Miss Marvel, who does not sell. She's got weird, freaky, disease-looking hands that grow large to fight crime, I guess. Weird. She looks like she's got like Michelin Man syndrome in her hands. She's gonna be coming soon, people. Yeah, and I'm not against Islamic characters. I was in Afghanistan. I love the, Islam and Arabic. It's like very much hand in hand in that region. If you're Arabic, you're probably a Muslim. That's just a fact of life, like being white in Christian America, I guess. It's a stereotype that fits. I like those people. I really appreciate their culture. And they got, a different perspective. But Kamala Khan is just an SJW ploy. But, yeah, Kevin Feige's been talking about her for a while, since 2018, back in May or June. In an interview with comicbook.com, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was asked if Kamala was hidden in the film somewhere. No, Feige responded. I think she's a contemporary story. I don't think she was a little kid in 1990. I'm not sure she was born in 1995. That comment tells me that he's starting to game plan casting decisions and age range. He also says, in fact, Feige teased that the studio is well aware it needed to introduce Carol Danvers before bringing in Kamala. This is the first step towards introducing your hero, is how you begin to bring her about at some point, Feige said. And more recently, actually that might have been the more recent one, but back in June he said, we wanted to get Captain Marvel out there so that there is something for a young Muslim girl to get inspired by. So a lot of y'all dreading this character coming to film and into the MCU, she's coming. So don't you worry about that. Let me know what y'all think. How do you feel about Captain Marvel dive bombing into the ground, which is ironic given she's supposed to be a ace pilot in the Air Force. I'm loving it. I'm half black. My son's a quarter black, but he looks pure white. And I'm sure with these SJWs, if they take hold of culture, he'll get a lot of white hate towards him. So, as a father, I gotta fight this shit. And because he looks white. What if he wore Black Panther someday? Will he get jumped or something? Or will I get attacked because I let him and he looks white? This is the culture that Marvel is allowing to be bred and that the media is protecting. And you're seeing, as far as an umbrella corporation, Disney has the media in their pocket. Before you might sound crazy saying the media is bought and that they're shills for Disney, but we saw a recent video from Esquire that, instead of taking into consideration like, hey, fans hated a creation by Disney Star Wars, you should fix it to appease the fans who pay you money. No, they attack us, calling us toxic, calling us trolls, calling us racist, whatever, to to diffuse the situation, or not diffuse, but spin the narrative. Yeah, I really think going forward, the Phantom Menace needs to buy into Comicsgate and start going indie, and kind of do this kind of Tea Party type movement in entertainment like Comicsgate is doing. It scares the fuck out of them because they know our potential. And, you know, I said this before, Star Wars Theory is onto something. With the hype he got from a non-monetized creation of a beloved character, think what he could do, the crowdfunding he could get, the creativity he could have with his own creation, his own character, or someone aiding him, like, hey, let's make this, no strings attached, you know. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do you think, like me, that Marvel, when you look at it, has been woke for a while, and this is really nothing new? They've just been able to mask it with big success, and the bigger characters are focused on, like Iron Man, Captain America, and the Avengers team-up films, the event films. And what do you think of the indie idea of entertainment? Let me know in the comments. Let's discuss. Please like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Check out the Fandom Collective and our associates. So see you around, people. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out my ever-growing list of friends in the Fandom Collective. Want to follow me on Twitter and wreck some SJWs? Cool. It's @AngusReviews. Let's chat.